another Dragon Ball Super card game video. This one is at 2019 Nationals, probably the second one. Who knows? We have
Anthony Alvarez
with
Shenron, Spirit Bomb, Brawly, blue, green, yellow. I don't know what to call it. It's a bunch of cards that threw together.
All fantastic. For those who played on Untap, do you want to tell them your name?
Yeah, so my name's Dongo on Untap. I actually play Android a fair amount on Untap.
A good amount.
Yeah.
Probably
I always play like random ass decks.
You and I both. You already know. But this is a little bit different, right? Got the side over there, got the main over here. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so Shenron, obviously. I honestly think this is the second most broken leader ever printed. Behind Mecha. So.
Okay.
So I played, this is your win con, 3 Spirit Bomb Goku. What it does is it EX evolves for 1 blue over a 5-drop Goku. It's double strike and it can combo from your energy, and the main reason why it's good is because you can't counter it.
Yep.
You can't, like Xeno button, you can't use anything. You can only like Champa it or something like that, but that's easy to play around. So.
Okay. And I'm guessing that's because of this next card.
Yeah, so this card makes Champa kind of an irrelevant card. If you have 2 of the Spirit Bomb in your hand, then you just, if they Champa you, you evolve into this, and then you restand, evolve again. This card's also really good in the Shenron matchup or Tawa. People that aren't swinging at you, you just get a bunch of free attacks now. So, this is also double strike, and once you've given triple attack to the Spirit Bomb, this comes in at 45 base, so it's huge.
Hilarious.
So yeah.
Plus you can keep restanding it, give it triple strike or triple attack, all that, right?
You can go to 0 with this. This card reads like you don't lose until the end of the turn if you're at 0. So you can go to 0 no matter what. I don't play any other Self-Awaken, but if you wanted to play like the green 1-drop Gohan, crit, or anything like that, when you're at 1, you can play that too on top of this. It doesn't matter. Like this card's just, it's good in a lot of matchups. I side it out in anything that's aggro, but in the stall decks, it's really good.
For sure. Okay.
Best counterplay in the game, so 3 of it. It's searchable off of the kind Saiyan that I play 4 of.
100%.
If leaks, they don't get to play the game, they just have to pass their turn, so yeah.
So good against like Mira and Gogeta, Kaioken, all those other ones.
I sided out in the aggro matchups because like you just try and kill them on 3 in the aggro matchups because they're going to take themselves to 4 super early, so all you have to do is drop the arrival card on their turn and then evolve into Spirit Bomb in its game. So I just side out all 3 of these for other stuff.
Sweet.
Here's what makes the deck viable. So this is the new draft box card. So it's green, blue, arrival. So that's why you have to play green in here. Honestly, I think green's a bad color, but
it's not the best color.
So its effect is when you summon it, they discard a card no matter what. And you can also choose to ramp one of their battle cards that cost 5 or less, which comes in clutch versus Shenron because it makes Vegeta not an option. Like I stole in my one Shenron matchup, I stole a game by he gave triple attack to the Vegeta after I chomped him on summon of the Vegeta, and I tapped the Gogeta, and then I arrivaled this, and he just lost from there because I ramped his Gogeta or his Vegeta, and then he just lost.
Right. This is a 5 or less into energy.
Yeah.
And then they drop off.
So it's 5 or less. They discard a card no matter what, and blue-green arrival. And so like the main thing is you either just combo one of these and summon another one of these. And I always hard mull for one of these in my opening hand because I charge this first. Because you only need to see 1 throughout the game to actually summon it. You don't need to summon multiples unless like it's a weird situation where you just want to discard more cards and go for a game with this or something like that.
Right.
Which happened like I think twice throughout the tournament. So it's just a really good card in general because of the discard 1 no matter what.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, it's my favorite card from the draft box. It's why I played the deck. I didn't care for any of the current meta. It was all pretty boring to me. I've been playing Shenron Gogeta since it was first revealed. So I was kind of bored of that, and I didn't care for the Brawly deck. So yeah, this card made me want to try out Spirit Bomb again.
Sweet. I love it.
So 4 kind Saiyan, There's not much to say. It's just like it searches everything that I've shown you thus far. And it's like
keeps it consistent.
Yeah, it's super consistent. It's a blue 5K, blue charge, the best one drop to play. Yeah.
Sweet.
Being best not banned card in the game.
Yeah, it will never be.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, it is busted.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the best 4 of in the game. I don't see any point in playing any other color as long as this card exists.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
3 Roshi. It's my negate. It's a 5K. It's yellow for arrival. I tested the blue Roshi at first. I found that I have way too much blue anyway, so it didn't matter. He's just solid. You needed a negate, and I didn't want to discard off a Nimbus because arrival and EX Evolve is discard 2. Plus the Kaioken is discard 1, so like I just needed cards to maintain card advantage. This is just the best negate that was an option.
Cool. And you do play blue-yellow arrival?
No, I don't. So I use it for the green-yellow arrival Brawly that we'll later on. So yeah. Yeah, it's just a solid negate, and it's a 5K, and a lot of the times you need to swing with a 1-drop in this deck. So a lot of the times I would either swing with the Kind Saiyan, or after negating with this, just swing with this so that I could arrival.
Yeah.
There were a couple games where I even just like hard summon this on my turn just to be able to arrival and swing because I didn't have a board.
Yeah.
So if you play against someone that knows how to play against this deck, if they stop this guy's summon, you need to find a way to never combo away these from your board. I actually lost versus Marcel because I comboed away from the board, and Marcel even said, like, you threw again and comboed away from the board. I'm like, yeah, I know. So, yeah. So then 3 Champa the Trickster. It's the second best counterplay in the game besides the 4-cost MUI. Just insane. You draw a card. There's no reason not to. It's one of the only reasons why I play yellow, because I was like, this card's too good not to play, so I have to play yellow.
For sure.
This card's insane in the current meta. So Vegeta the Cruel, just pop their Shenron if they summon it, pop any of the Apes, pop any of the Khalifas, all that stuff. So it's just really solid. It's a green 5K to combo away. The deck's obviously hyper defensive at first, and then you just go in for one big kill turn. So this card just helps that a lot. It also puts a body on board to attack with, like I talked about earlier. Because you always want a body on board to swing with. Just one, all you need. And then here's the reason why I run yellow cards as well. So this Brawly is really, really strong for the fact that when you play it, it's a rival green-yellow. When you play it, you can either tap any card they control and draw a card, and then, or you can Shugesh Explosive anything that they have of equal energy or less. So this card can just steal games if they give triple attack to something without barrier. It also steals games when Brawly goes with Mira. And then you just go like, all right, cool, combo your Champa, it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna drop this and win the game. So the main reason why I played this though is to drop this aggressively to tap one of their energy so that they can't chomp or they can't use the MUI on me or anything like that. And then you can give this triple attack, and every time it restands off a triple attack, you can tap another energy, draw another card, and pop something.
Which is busted.
Really strong, yeah. I won several games by doing that when I couldn't access the Spirit Bomb line, so this is probably the second most important win con, and it's really good in the aggro matchups because like you just need something big because they're already self-awakening, they're setting themselves low for you. So you just need something big, and this guy's huge and draws you a bunch of cards. And, besides Spirit Bomb, like this card's insane.
I think it's amazing. Honestly, it's probably second favorite card. It's out of the whole set.
I think this card's my favorite card out of the whole draft, or
Magbox.
The Brawly, Magbox thing. Paragus is a close second, but this card's insane.
Definitely.
So the only Wish card I play, Personal Ambition. I didn't play the World Peace. I didn't feel like it was necessary. This card's insane in here because it makes it so that anytime you charge one of your dual colors, you can just use your yellow and then untap the blue-green for you.
Oh my god.
You can also free Wish with the Shenron to untap your energy for you.
Oh my god.
That was like my most common turn 3. It was either turn 1 I'd charge a blue-yellow or a blue-green, or turn 3 I would charge the blue-green, and then I would awaken or Wish, and then I'd use my free Wish, untap the blue-green, pass turn, and then they try and kill me if they were aggro, or if they were Shenron, they just passed.
Right. I've been waiting for someone to do that combo for a long time.
Yeah,
I was also going to ask like how hard is it to charge like all colors, but
yeah, no, it's this card is what makes all the colors viable. You couldn't play Tricolor without this. It's why I didn't play Brawly, because I tested Brawly with a very similar deck. Yeah. And I missed this card too much, because I was like, dude, it's too insane to be able to untap the energy. It allows you to sideboard certain cards that help out a lot. It allows you to just further extend plays. A lot of the times you don't need triple attack because of Kaioken. So a lot of times I could just go like Spirit Bomb, tap myself out, and then Kaioken, and then use this, untap one, and then Spirit Bomb again, and just win the game off of that.
That's hilarious. I love it.
And then it makes it so that you can drop your 1-drop blue Goku easily without tapping out your blue, because a lot of times you don't have a bunch of blues early game, so you just want to untap your blue with this, and because you just tap the yellow, untap the blue. Same thing with like Sensu combos where you tap the blue when you had to tap the blue-green, right, and then you untap the blue-green and the yellow instead. Nice. So yeah. And then this is the super combo you have to play because it's green, and you need it for the arrival. It's 0 cost, or it's 0/0/0. Yeah. So, which is unfortunate, but it becomes a 10 on at 5 life. So if they're stalling you out, you're fine, you're safe. So it doesn't really matter too much, and you don't really commit a lot to board. So it's not like you need to protect your board. You just need to protect your leader. So a lot of the times, opening 1 to 2 balls in my life wasn't too bad because it gave me access to my super combo super early. Oh yeah, right. And yeah, I mean, you just have to play it because you need the green for arrival because it covers both the green is the most important color because it covers both the arrival costs. Right. So, yeah. 2 radar. I cut 2 cards late in testing and put in radar because I was like, I just want access to more ambition. I just need more pluses. This card's just insane, and there's a couple games where in matchups like the Kaba or something like that where you just have to check top 7 and pray if you got the unfortunate, I have 1 ball left in deck. The stats aren't on my side, so I have 3 balls in deck before I turn sideways. Right. I check top 7, pray to God to get 1 ball and like a ambition or something, and then you can awaken that turn so you're safe, you don't die. Right. Yeah, so important card. Right. And then obviously all 7 balls. I don't play the other balls. I don't think they're good. I think the super ball is good in Shenron ramp, that's all. I don't think you should ever play any of the other balls unless you're playing ramp. Yeah. That's all. Cool. And then the side deck, so the MVP of the side deck is Negotiator Krillin. He's barrier, so they can't deal with him. So what he reads is he's essentially a better Jocko. So when he's on board and you combo with him, you can choose one of the cards that they comboed with and send it to drop. Right. So versus apes or veggies, the Universe 6 veggies, the blue one, you just play this and then you personal ambition back your green open, so you have 2 open, and they cannot kill you. It's impossible for them to kill you with this guy on board. Right. And it has barrier. Yeah, and he has barrier. Like they have to like commit a Champa to this, and if they're Champaing this, cool, because now Spirit Bomb is safe from Champa because you find out Kaioken in the aggro matchups. Right. So yeah. 3 Weskai. It's better Jocko. Just like strictly a superior card. Because it's not mandatory to send back a card when you combo with it, so you can just combo it whenever. And it's a 1 cost, so there were a couple games where I actually summoned this to be able to swing to a rival. Yeah. And my opponents didn't negate it. They should have. I think my opponents should have realized if I'm summoning this and swinging with it, that there's a reason. Stop it. Yeah. There's a reason for that. But they didn't, which always came in clutch. So really good card. I feel like it's a side deck staple right now. For sure. Yeah. So the 4th Brawly, I cut this for radar. There were a lot of matchups where this card's just not necessary. Right. But in the matchups that he shines in, so the matchups that he shines in are like red, because they don't have a true sparking negate, and he's really good versus Tawa because they can't keep one open. Take away, their thing. And if you give him triple attack versus Tawa, they have to strip triple attack. Otherwise, they're tapping out all their energy. So you force it on that, and then you can just Spirit Bomb combos from there. Right. Yeah, so you side in the 4th versus matchups like that. And then anything that's like super high cost, low energy for the Shugeisha explosive effect. So I sided in versus like the Brawly matchup as well.
For sure.
I side decked the Secret Rare. It won me the Game 3 of my Shenron matchup. I only played one Shenron. This is specifically only for Shenron. It's optimal because if you have to Champa their Shenron Gogeta, you draw into this and you automatically win the game. They tapped out 5. They have their Gogeta in rest, so that's 6. So if you draw into this off of either your Shenron effect to draw, so that's 5 cards that you saw, or you just draw it off of your 4 that you're getting off of stopping their Gogeta. You win the game if you just charged correctly. So you just need to pay attention to your charges. It's exactly what happened in my Game 3 versus Shenron, and I just dropped it. He had 4 open. I didn't even care if he used the Goku on it because I was going to draw 4 and I still had Champa on board and he was at 1. So all I had to do was give triple attack to my Champa and it was over. He didn't even have the Goku, so it didn't matter. So he just scooped right as soon as I summoned it. Yeah, card's insane if you can play it. And I side out a lot of the mediocre green cards, like the cards that don't do much versus Shenron. Like Vegeta the Cruel, I side down. There's less of them in the main deck, except after that. So he's easy to get out.
For sure.
The 3rd Champa, this is the other card or the 4th Champa, this is the other card that I cut for the radar. I just felt like in some matchups it's not very strong. So yeah, it's a busted card, and I brought it in. Honestly, most matchups. I probably should have still played 4, but I didn't have the room. The deck's super tight. If you could find a room, if you could cut a card that you don't like, I'd probably play it 4 times.
For sure.
This is the other card for Shenron. So obviously this Vegeta reads like pop a barrier card in rest mode. It's on like if they're Gogetaing you and you can't chop them or you can't UI them, you lost anyways. So it doesn't matter. So this card comes in clutch to draw it off of your 4 from Champa. Because you just summon this because you can't deal with the Gogeta in rest mode anyways in this deck. It has barrier for some reason. And it's just huge, like you're not going to commit the resources to it. So just drawing into this just gives you an instant answer to it. It only costs 1 because it's 2 and then you untap 1. And it gives you a body on board to swing with for a rival, and it's just pretty strong. I was really impressed by it. It was a last minute choice in the side deck. These were originally Haruharus. I felt like Haruharu was underperforming, and this was just pure theory in my mind going into the event, and it performed. I only played one Shenron, and it won me game 2 versus that Shenron player because I couldn't deal with his Gogeta, and he was forced to summon Vegeta, and to go for a game with Vegeta, and I just ramped it from there when he gave a triple attack. So yeah, really strong card.
Nice.
4th UI, again, for Shenron, Tawa, stuff like that, where it really strives.
For sure.
It's a really strong card, not much to say.
Cool.
So then 3 Ultra Instinct Sign is the last card in the side.
Only expected for apes, right?
Yeah, so this is for red, yellow apes. This is for Tawa. This is for red. Red doesn't have a true sparking negate, so if you tap them out with the Brawly and you summon this, you automatically win the game.
Hot.
Because they go, if they use I can't remember what it's called, but their sparking negate that gives their guy 50,000.
Active.
Yeah, all you have to do is give this triple attack. It's already at 45, so they go back down. You go back down to 35. Just combo up to the point where you know that even if they have the Kabas gain 6k, which no one plays, they're dead. And you automatically win versus red if they're tapped out. You play this card. So that's the main reason why I started in, but it's also really good versus red, yellow, Brawly, and it's strong versus Tawa. I actually keep in Spirit Bomb and I side in this versus Tawa because you have the energy. You're not trying to defend your life. They're not swinging a lot. So defending your life doesn't matter. So it's really strong in that matchup as well. It's just more threats. And I think this card's really mediocre versus every other deck. It's why I didn't main it. But versus the matchups that it's good against, it's really, really good. And it's really good versus the green Brawly VR, which I played in LCQ. And it won me that game for free because they set themselves to 3 for you. And they don't really play too many sparking negates. And they're dependent on their removal of their 8 drops. So if you can get it off board, you can.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right then.
So Spiffy Mick, which is Mikhail Grant, he top 16 with his green-yellow Brawly deck, the yellow leader. He and I made a bet at San Diego. I unfortunately couldn't attend the San Diego regional due to family issues.
Right.
So we had made a bet beforehand that I was going to outplace him, and the loser for a year had to wear a shirt of the person's choosing as long as it was appropriate. And so he made this shirt for me, and he's apparently my senpai now.
That's cool.
He also flew me out to nationals because I wasn't going to attend, so
Right.
I have to give him a shout out. I appreciate it. I qualified through LCQ. I went 4-0 in LCQs.
Nice. With this deck too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same deck, same list. Matchups there weren't too hard.
Right.
Not like a shot at anyone in the LCQ. I just felt like I was.
What did you play in the LCQ? How about that? Deck-wise?
Round 1 was Shenron Gogeta, which is it played out exactly how I expect the matchup to go against it. Tested it against it plenty. Round 2 was Baby. It was a red deck, so he lost to UI. Like I honestly feel like this deck cannot lose to red post side. If it's in a best of 3 format, you should never lose to red.
Yeah.
And then I played Green Brawly BR. Again, UI automatically won me that matchup. And then the 4th round, me and my opponent looked at each other and said, "Do you want to roll for it?" Because we both already got our nats.
Yeah.
Right? So we rolled for it. I won the dice one. So,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out to everyone who let me borrow cards. I appreciate it. I own 4 Senzu Bean, 7 Dragon Balls, and Leader in this deck. So.
And everything else not.
Everyone else, everyone else gave me the cards. I really appreciate it. Much love. So thanks for listening to me.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate it. I love this deck.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. I made one a long time ago, and it's not as good. Not as good at all. And
It's definitely a fun day.
And so, last question: how do you think Nationals went, and with the deck and just in general?
Yeah, so Nats went pretty well. The deck performed how I expected it to. I went 5-0, and then round 6 I lost to Demigra. It was 100% my fault. I pushed 2 aggro. I thought I'm a moron, and I thought Demigra was a draw 2 leader, so I made a play thinking, I have game no matter what, even if he awakens on draw 2, because he was at 5. I gave triple attack to Spirit Bomb, and I swung, and then he awakened, drew 2, and had enough combo power to get rid of that, but I was like, okay, Kyle Pen, and he had the negate for that.
Yeah, of course.
So that was 100% my fault, and then game 2, I tried to push for game 2 early. Yeah, and then the next round I played Marcel. Game 1 went exactly how I expect Brawly at Universe 6 to go, and I just destroyed him. He was at 5. It was like really quick match. And then game 2, he just flat out outplayed me. And game 3, I threw really hard. If I hadn't have pushed for game when I did, all I had to do was, I had the Brawly in hand. All I had to do was respond to his mirror pressing for game with Brawly Shugesh explosive effect. And then I win from there. He wouldn't have been able to kill me because I had too many cards in hand. So it was my fault. I pushed for game 2 early. He only had 1 open, and then he sensued for 2 open, and I knew I lost because I knew he was going to be able to chomp. And like I said, I side out Kaioken in that matchup.
Right.
So yeah, shout outs to those guys. They outplayed me. And then round 8, I won. It was Brawly Veggies.
Right.
And like I said, the matchup is how I expected to go. You typically lose game 1 if they go first, and then game 2 and 3 you just win because my side deck is kind of, there's at least 6 cards for them. So,
right, 100%.
Yeah, and game 2 and 3 I won easily.
Nice.
Actually, I think I won 2-0 in the last Brawly Veggies matchup.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll run through matchups real quick. Round 1 was actually the Brawly version of this deck.
Oh, okay.
Someone was playing blue-green version. They didn't play any of the yellow cards. There's probably maybe 4 people in the room playing this deck. We happened to play each other round 1.
I went against a blue-green Gohan Wish with same sort of package.
Yeah, so it was very interesting to play him round 1. Super nice guy. I ended up taking it 2-1.
Yeah.
Round 2 was Tawa. I took it 2-1. Round 3 was Kaba Universe 6. Again, took it 2-1. A lot of these decks, like the side deck, is integral for. And then round 4 was Marquise, who's playing Zapes. Took that 2-1.
Yeah.
Round 5 was Shenron. won that, so started out 5-0, and then round 6, the Negro lost, round 7, Marcel lost, and then round 8 was Zaped.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's the day.
Looks like we have a winner, maybe? I don't know. But
yeah, I think that was game 1.
Oh, that was game 1. Okay. Well, if anything, I appreciate it. You did the shout-outs. The deck is crazy. That's not really not much else. Thank you for doing this.
Yes,
and it's okay. Let us know in the comments below. I'm sure you can respond to anybody if you're on YouTube. And then, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye!